This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, guilty.
What? Wait, everyone! Stop the trial! Stop the trial! What?
Tisk.
Nick?
Who was that just now?
Oh yeah, that's right, it's me, Larry Butz, here to save my best friend, my homie, Edgy. I'm not just gonna sit here while you sentence my boy, Edgy, to the death penalty. All you motherfuckers that can get away with edging, I'm gonna finish all of you bastards off by the end of this trial.
Oh my god, I can't believe I had to cross-examine this idiot again. Well, there's only one thing I can do.
Objection!
Has anyone seen my toaster?
Good morning, everyone. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Again.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Very well. Apparently, the prosecution is also ready.
Is Polycarpus not gonna say anything?
Who is the judge here anyway?
Mr. Von Karma, you're the judge here. You make your opening statement.
Bro, I swear if he just doesn't say anything the whole trial, I'm gonna fucking cry.
Very well. No opening statements.
Not so fast, Judge. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking.
Bro, not getting any younger. You better speak the fuck up.
Judge, you will not speak to me like that. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now.
Holy shit, I last longer than that in bed.
Okay, I'm setting a timer.
I have predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. I used a nondescript betting app to place a minor wager on how long this court case would take today, and I will not be losing.
Sports betting, but it's on.
If this trial ends in 3 minutes, I will win $20,000.
You
Trial
will
over.
not stand in the way of me and my 20,000 clams.
Trial over in 3 minutes or your lawyer is free.
The witness will state his name.
I would like to point out for the record that the moment that he hit the gavel was the moment it hit 3 minutes.
That's so funny.
I'm not really sure. Yep.
What do you mean? I mean, sometimes I forget my name too.
My, memory. Your Honor. The witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years, including his name for some fucking reason. It was the night before Christmas, and all through the lake. Not a creature was stirring, not even a snake.
That was good. That was actually, like, really good, though.
All the boats were tied to the dock with care, in the hopes that Gordy would soon be there. Then I heard a bang! Yep. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just afloat on the lake. Then I heard another bang. Bang, bang, bang goes the trolley. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore, and a man walks by my window. He said his name was Harry Buttsack.
Oh, My doctor says I have one of those too.
There is nothing to question in my witness's testimony. Ergo, no need for cross-examination. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up.
What world are you living in, man?
I'm living in the world where you're not clicking the damn button fast enough. Judge, your verdict now.
Yes. Mr. Wright.
Just doesn't cross-examine.
What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness.
Very well. I guess I'll use my parlay, but you may very well begin.
You have 5 seconds.
Rah!
Excuse me, Mr. Von Karma.
3 minutes just passed. You cost me 20,000 clams. You will be repaying the deficit after this case is over.
You take Bitcoin?
No, I am old. I don't know what that is.
I thought it was just a piece of a coin that I took a bite out of.
It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. Yep.
Hold it. Just after midnight, you say?
Yep, just around then.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure. Yep.
When I talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague about the time. I'm surprised you seem so sure about it today.
Bold of you to tamper with witnesses before the court case. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore, and a man walks by my window.
Hold it. By your window? Is that the name of a song?
By your window,
Damn, that was,
I take my glance.
I don't know.
that's pretty
Look
good.
By the window!
To the window!
By the wall!
To the wall!
Till the sweat drops down my balls. All them bitches crawl.
Oh, ski, motherfucker!
Skeet, goddamn.
Goddamn!
Motherfucker.
Yes.
Fucker! Yes, you called?
Judge, do you have something to say for yourself?
Hello, son.
What?
You fucked your mom.
That man was the defendant. He was saying, I can't believe he's dead.
I can't believe he's not butter.
I love butter. I couldn't believe it wasn't butter.
Dad!
What?
Dead certain, Keith. He said, I can't believe he's dead as he was walking by, too.
I haven't been listening. What the fuck is going on?
Witness, are you
God damn it, I'm fucking losing it.
Witness, are you sure that the person you saw was Miles Edgeworth? It was him, that Edgeworth boy!
This sounds like decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt.
Von Karma. He lured me into cross-examining so he could set me up for a fall.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Again. Fuck you, Phoenix Wright.
Nick, I don't like the way things are going here. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us.
I'd better act quick, or this trial's gonna be over with. Raise an objection.
Contempt of court.
Objection! Your Honor, we proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun.
Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun? And the photograph showing a man firing with his left hand? Because if so, that would mean that you're right, he didn't actually do it.
Exactly, then.
Alright, we're in agreement. He did it. Bring him up.
What the fuck?
That is easily explainable.
He just used his left hand.
He could have wiped his ass after he fired.
With the gun?
Stuck it right up in there.
You heard a
Put a
second.
cap
A
in his
little
ass.
prostate exam.
You heard a second bang, correct?
It was him firing the water gun up into his asshole like a bidet.
I heard bullets were really good at cleaning out assholes.
I would know. I'm an asshole aficionado.
Yup.
You are the asshole.
I am a connoisseur of asshole.
Your asshole, the judge's asshole. I've seen it all.
Don't go on assholefinder.com and type your own name in, Phoenix Wright. You won't like what you find.
He's the admin of that website.
I am the CEO of assholefinder.com. I rake in the know.
Wait. Wait. I love how for each of your prosecutors, they're like in charge of something.
Different
So,
finish.
like, Von Corp is Asshole Finder 101, or assholefinder.com, Edgeworth is Edging 101. The judge is lost in the sauce. What should I do? I'm gonna keep raising
Give him some more
objections.
sauce.
Your Honor,
Yes.
why in the actual shit are you dumping your face in Arby's sauce?
Bro, come on. It's gotta be the damn horsey sauce.
It's spicy.
I did horsey sauce goes glizzy mode. Straight up.
I like good spice, and I cannot lie.
What about ice spice?
Spice Girls.
Your Honor, what if I got you a bucket of cane sauce instead?
Huh? I'm listening.
This witness claims that Edgeworth said, "I can't believe he's dead." But his word is all we have.
Any other interjections real quick here?
In a court of
I have
law.
one.
God damn it, In a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently, you have yet to realize even this basic fact. If you say his testimony is a lie, show us proof.
It's no good. There's nothing I can do.
Oh, fucking quitter.
Are you sure? I mean, you can always just press the tab button to make sure.
To be honest, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
You mean you don't know what a tab button is? Do you have brain damage too?
Judge, help me.
This is not the
Why don't you just
amnesia
bust it?
case. Please.
You can get yourself thrown in jail again.
I'm gonna try.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna press tab, take the gun, and
Yeah.
can you hear me, sis? Please.
Take the gun out. Did the bangs sound like this?
I'm gonna shoot my sister, and then she's gonna go into my
I'm
body.
gonna shoot my sister.
That's gonna be how it works, right?
I'm gonna make my sister shoot herself when she takes over my body.
Hey, I mean, it's
I'm
worked
gonna.
before.
Okay, I'm gonna attempt to shoot myself. My sister's gonna stop me.
Okay, here we go.
It's happened in court before in real life.
3 minutes was perhaps too high an expectation.
Yeah, especially because we're on 24 now.
However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record.
Enough! The witness may leave the stand. Lucky bastard.
Bro's just on his back still.
This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial. Nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defense. But
The
this case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts.
The misinterpretation. What? No.
You really screwed the pooch on this one, penis Wright.
This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, guilty.
Yay!
The accused will surrender to Mr. Wright's penis immediately. Can I sentence someone to gay sex? Is that legally allowed?
I think that would fall under, depending
I
on
mean, it
your.
could be his last meal.
Damn.
To be held pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's date, December 27th. That is all. This court is adjourned.
What?
Oh, it's.
Who was that just now?
Me. Huh? What?
Oh, it's me, baby! As you can see, I'm drenched after jumping off the Golden Gate Bridge.
What are you doing here?
I'm here to let everyone know to subscribe to Corn Robber, the amazing channel that put this together. And if you're new to the series and like what you see, be sure to hit the link down in the description below. That'll take you to the playlist for the whole series. And you know who you'll get to see again in episode 1? That's right, that's me. Want to understand the jokes better? The Golden Gate Bridge comes from there. Alright, now let me tell you why I'm actually here. To mess up my voice actor's throat once again. Listen. You gotta listen to me. I was there in the park the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday. But today I remembered it.
Remembered? What?
The gunshot. I heard it too.
Order! Mr. Butz, I've already banged my gavel. Do you know how hard it is for me to do that?
You know how hard it is for me to unbang my gavel?
What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment.
One more moment, Mr. Von Karma. So, you say you heard a gunshot?
Yeah, I did. A gunshot. That night. I was sitting here in the audience, listening to the testimony. Then I realized something you said was different from what I remember. Anyhow, I can't just sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify.
Did that guy just tell us to subscribe?
Look at my little teethies.
Order! Order! Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my court.
That's what I'm here for, baby, to make history.
I'm not quite sure how to proceed, especially because I need to unbang my gavel. But I guess I can just get a virgin gavel.
You told me you don't have like 6 of them in your desk, just chilling out.
Yeah, but they're not all virgins.
Sometimes
Judge.
Let me go to the
Sometimes
gavel
I
store real
use
quick.
them to bang together.
One in each hand.
Judge, you've already given your decision.
I forgot.
What do you mean you forgore? The trial is over.
Mr. Edgeworth is just declared guilty, Nick. How'd you fuck up that bad? It doesn't get any worse than that.
Okay, fair point. You're right. Okay. Your Honor, if there is another witness, it is our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now.
A waste of time. My 15-minute time limit is at its peak. The verdict cannot be overturned.
Allow me to speak my opinion. In all
Judge.
court proceedings, yes,
Judge.
sir. What?
I don't give a fuck about your opinion.
Yeah, well, I'm the judge
Wait,
here,
please
and you're
continue.
just a lawyer. In
I-
all our court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. It looks bad on me. So in order to make sure no mistake has been made, everyone shall be heard as long as they're a witness.
What is this?
I'm bending the rules. I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. Mr. Von Karma, go fuck yourself.
What?
The court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. Yippee!
You can coach this witness.
Woo! That was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth.
How dare you make an edging joke in front of me? What is wrong with you? I've seen worse.
Yeah, right, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets.
Larry was at the lake that night? I mean, I know he told us that, but like, also he was?
Yes.
He's the Larry of the lake. Right, have you seen your file on assholefinder.com?
He's like, that's what I was doing. I was looking it up on my cell phone.
Here, take a look at this. I don't even think these are you. I would know.
Oh my god. You're right. That isn't me. What kind of a scam is he running here?
I heard he's making buku bucks off.
I heard people have to pay in Dogecoin to download pictures.
He's making a killing.
Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. Did you really pay my bill?
How'd your dad die?
Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon?
Well, you see,
Oh, I just found the gun and I picked it up.
when he
Thought
shot,
it looked cool.
he threw the gun in the air and I caught it. Because I am an acrobat, right?
Yeah.
This might be our chance.
You want to sneak away right now?
I'll turn my back.
Von Karma's only ever run perfect trials.
Perfect trials?
Yeah, he's a speed runner. He actually puts bets on his cases every single time. And if he goes over his time, someone shoots him in the toe. It's a really fucked up process.
You just
And he still has 10 toes.
You just hear in the other lobby, ah!
This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. The killer.
The domain is
That's
available
somewhat-
for sale.
What?
It's available for sale. The domain, assholefinder.com.
So are we starting this business?
You know there's a feet finder, right?
Yeah.
That's do the same thing. Just call whoever wrote that code and just say, hey, can we steal it and turn it into assholes? It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right?
I see what you did there.
What did I do? Oh, holes. Never mind, I understand.
Please testify to the court about everything you saw on the night of December 24th.
Right, leave it to me.
Leave it to Beaver.
Please, Larry, don't fuck this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Von Karma didn't even have time to prepare his witness.
That night, I was out in a boat on the lake. I was looking for something and I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back in at the rental shop dock. It was actually me going through his window. We were joking about it, but it was actually me. And I looked at my deflated corpse in my hands. And I said, I can't believe he's dead. Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. Don't give me that face. I'm not some sort of human sundial, okay?
Why did you say that like you were Donald Trump?
What?
Don't
I
look at my
actually kinda heard
face. Don't look at my face. It's the best face. It's the greatest face you've ever seen.
That's exactly how you sounded when you said that line.
Objection.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Wait a second, Larry.
Mr. Butz,
What?
you only heard one gunshot. Are you sure?
Look at my mouth, it's a parabola. To tell you the truth, I'm not sure.
Not sure? How could you not be sure?
Yeah, well, that's where I get my water. I was, listening to something else.
Something else?
Yeah, my radio, asbestos.
You were listening to the radio with your headphones.
Yeah, so what? That a crime? I listen to my radio. Everybody listens to the radio. What's the big deal?
I listen to Spotify.
Bah!
That's what a sheep says.
Did you like my impression of a sheep?
Bah bah, black sheep. Have you any wool?
No, sir. No, sir. Come back tomorrow.
Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost.
Very well, Mr. Butz. Oh, wow, my anal beads.
What?
Please give your testimony and be sure to include details like your radio.
Right. Leave it to me. It's lonely. Being alone on Christmas Eve. Damn. If only I had someone like Beyonce.
Me too.
That's why I was listening to an all request show on the radio, see? I was listening to it. Real booming loud, like, if young Metro don't trust you, I'm gonna shoot you.
I got a Glock in my gun.
But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too.
You're listening to your radio at a high volume.
Yeah, what's the big problem? Can a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country?
What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio. I am a big fan of electronic dance music, and I love it when that beat drops.
My favorite song is Caramel Dancin'.
Oh, whoa.
The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot.
Excuse me? DJ? Like, from Full House?
No, like an announcer. The guy who says things on the radio.
It's lonely, being alone on Christmas Eve.
Hold it. So you turned on the radio.
Right. I just wanted to hear someone's voice, you know?
Bro, this sparked the eyes still.
You don't know what it's like when you're alone on Christmas Eve alone!
I wouldn't think you could hear anything going on outside at all.
Are headphones where they just strap, like, phones to your head?
No.
I'm sorry. I didn't know how to respond.
What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot?
Dude, I don't remember.
Just when she said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas. I heard the gunshot."
Maybe Von Karma was right. I'm not sure how that helped us at all.
I understand.
This is the most ludicrous testimony I've ever heard. Luda! Sorry.
DJ Khaled!
We the best music.
Major Key.
Another one.
Jason Derulo.
There was one gleaming ray of hope in there. Please. Please. Mustard on the beat, ho. Objection. Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct?
Huh? What's with the face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare that easy.
Boo.
Ah!
Almost Christmas? means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means?
The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness said he heard a gunshot before midnight.
I'm typing. I can't tell if my mic is picking up or not.
Hasn't stopped Andrew before.
Yeah, but it stops me because I'm a man of fucking class.
Yeah, well, when I mute, you hear...
I hear nothing, which is what I want. Judge, the answer. Wait, what? Wait, what?
What do you think about Mr. Butz's claim he heard the gunshot before midnight?
I think he's correct. Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard that gunshot before midnight.
I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim. Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight.
Oh, yeah?
Now it's the other photo.
How about this that was taken at 11:50?
Take that!
Take that! Look at this photograph. This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24, 11:50 p.m.
But there's nothing on the lake in this picture.
Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It is why this photograph exists at all. This photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises.
Did it take a picture?
Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. This is why this photograph was taken. In other words, when Larry heard that gunshot, it was most definitely still Christmas Eve.
Miss Hart testified that she heard the gunshots after midnight. Are you claiming she was mistaken?
Not at all, Your Honor. It is a fact that the camera also triggered at 15 minutes after midnight. Your Honor, that night there were two sets of gunshots with a 25-minute pause between them.
There is no proof that the loud noise at 11:50 was a gunshot. Why? The witness could have sneezed, triggering the camera.
Can you prove that the loud noise at 11:50 p.m. was indeed a gunshot? Please show the court evidence if you have any.
And they were on different sides of the lake.
I'm just gonna say...
All right. Hear me out. What if
We
a
save.
scuba diver had the gun?
This is my evidence. Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard two gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When, then, was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. That third shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight.
This leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that night on the lake. You know, we should have a trial about that.
If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you? Why?
Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes?
What's wrong, Nick?
I have it! I have it! The golden ticket!
Why are you so, distressed?
I'm going to the chocolate factory!
Huh? What do you have?
Remember the case with the steel samurai?
Huh? Yeah, of course I remember.
The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case. If we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch, and I'm going to run with it.
Right. I mean, is this safe?
Safe? We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose.
So, you've finally realized the truth. There can be no other murderer. here than Miles Edgeworth himself.
Wrong, Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting.
Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of... At the time of the murder, one boat was on that lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert Hammond, were on that boat. There was a gunshot fired on that boat, and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, that's where I get my water. The guilty party has to be the other man on that boat.
I admit, I am hard, and it is impossible to imagine any other possibility.
Yes, Judge, I can see the bulge.
That's a first.
But this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight.
We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp on the photo says 15.
But Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. That's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent.
Shot on the lake, and you're too late.
You give lake.
Sometimes lake's a bad lake.
Lake times lake equals lake.
Mr. Wright, are you quite mad?
Actually, no, I'm pretty happy.
Explain who the two men on the boat are.
Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth.
How the fuck did he figure that out?
Because I'm a genius.
Context clues. Because he's an ace attorney.
Oh,
Whoa, are you serious?
Yes, Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night.
So he still killed another man?
However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place.
Ludacris! That's a great rapper.
Mr. Rat!
I think he made the song where they go, I got a Glock in my roar.
Did he really?
That's the only rap song that I know. 17 shots, not 48.
1738. That's how old I am.
Did it say 38 or 48?
48?
It's a 48.
Dude, I made the 48 joke last night, and I guess it's stuck.
I know. I was like, I think it's 38, but maybe it's funnier if he says 48.
I said 48 last night. I guess I just consciously melded that into my brain.
I believe he made that song, Move, Bitch, Get Out the Way.
Move, bitch! Get out the way!
That's what I said to my wife before I ran her over with my car. So tell us, what is the name of the murderer then?
The murderer's name? Right, it's the judge. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name.
He goes by an alias.
So clearly it's Edgeworth.
The murderer.
What an alien? You don't know?
Bah! That's what a sheep says. Again, you waste my time.
I don't know because he never told us. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop, that old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond.
The caretaker of the boat shop?
Why would he have to go all the way out on the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest...
Yeah, I can do it right here, right now.
I have a gun at my...
Takes out the gun from the tab.
I have a Glock in my Rari right now, Judge. May I suggest that the real scene of this crime was not on a boat?
Everything's been on a boat this whole time. Oh, if it wasn't on a boat, then where did the murder take place? On the lake? Standing on it? What are they? Jesus? He's my younger brother.
Here, of course, the boat shop where he lives. That way, he can meet with the victim without anyone seeing. Recall Larry's testimony, if you will.
Please don't.
Look at all that. Look at how fast he was going in all these different directions. That night, he was out on the lake in a boat searching for something. He merged that boat with the other boat. He finds it and returns the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head for home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned a boat?
Boat up! My God, I've solved the case!
Nick, are you sure about this?
Not really.
Okay, that's what I thought, but just want to make sure.
I thought you were gonna stop me.
Nah.
But I think if I start at the very beginning, and I take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out.
In the beginning, God created Adam and Eve.
In the beginning, the Big Bang, where time became reality.
It woke me up.
The caretaker at the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. Oh my God. This is around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. He's a shapeshifter. Then he got in the boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake. Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Yes?
I'm just wasting more of Von Karma's time.
You motherfucker. Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice.
To create a witness. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and he fires again. Then, the murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him.
Oh, but that's not what the opening cinematic showed earlier.
The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice, to draw attention to the boat. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body and threw the body into the lake. Then Gumshoe came in with his fishing rod and he fished it right back up. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake.
Bailiff, bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker. Quickly!
Oh, thank God, I finally found my toaster.
I would like to ask the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, a few questions. That's a first. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand.
I already had to do interrogation at the police precinct. What the fuck?
Mr. Edgeworth. It's good to see you. You heard what the defense has said?
Yes.
Well, why'd you do it?
He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. I don't have any family because they're all dead, so I figured I might as well go and hang out with them there.
My family is dead too.
I do have a very hot foster sister, but that's not important.
What?
Something important. What?
That-
That's you.
Something important?
Your Honor, sir!
Bailiff, we're conducting a trial here. I ask that you remain quiet even though I called you in here.
The witness has disappeared! He isn't at the boat shop either!
What the fuck?
What should I do?
Get the parrot!
Find him quickly. We cannot allow him to get away. And if you can't find him, kill yourself.
Oh, jeez.
What the fuck?
I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find the witness. I understood.
No.
Think his identity has become very important to this trial. Just a little important. I want him. I want to know who he is. I want to cuddle him at night. I want to feel him up inside me. Oh. All right, very well. Court is adjourned. Make sure you strike the last part from the record.
You can try to smile just a little. Relax.
That's not relaxing.
I'm edging.
Of course you are. You always are.
You can't be relaxed when you're edging. I'm sorry. But I fear it's not over for me yet.
What do you mean?
Right? There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now. And I don't know whether or not to tell you.
Edgeworth.
I'm your lawyer. You should tell me everything.
No. There's so little time left. I want to tell you to get it off my chest, but... I can't make up my mind. Oh well. Fuck you. See you later. Don't ever contact me again.